Guys, this is Nathan, the album reviewer guy here, and I'm going to be doing another album review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new album from Between the Buried and Me, and it's called Coma Ecliptic. This is their 7th album. Now, Between the Buried and Me, they're mainly known for their technical death metal style, but this album kind of steps away from that a little bit, and focuses more on the progressive metal aspect of their music. There are still some death metal elements shown on this album, but they're a bit less frequently used than on previous material from the band, and they're also slightly more subtle on this album. Now, what I mean by that is that there are death metal vocals on the album, but not really death metal instrumentals. So you don't really hear the same style of instrumentation you would on a death metal song or album, backing up the death metal growls that are used throughout this album. But regardless of that, they are mainly a progressive metal band now, anyway. And I feel like for a lot of people, prog is a difficult genre to get into due to the length of the songs or albums. And a lot of prog albums, they tend to be about 60 or 70 minutes long, maybe even a bit longer. And obviously, there are prog bands out there that I'm not really all that into, but I always enjoy it when a prog band that I do like, or at least am a casual listener of, which is most of the case with prog, but regardless of that, when a prog band manages to make their music engaging despite the length of the song or the album that I'm listening to. And Between the Buried and Me, they have managed to do that in the past, and they managed to do that with this album as well. Now, I'm going to say this right now, I haven't listened to everything from Between the Buried and Me, but I've listened to a bit of their material. And I have to say that White Walls is probably my favorite song from the band. And that song is like 14 minutes long, so you can tell how engaging that song must be. Now, does that mean that I find this album flawless and engaging 100% of the time? No. I'll admit that there are moments on this album where it feels like it's a little dull to me, but there are so many fantastic and exciting and intriguing and extravagant moments on this album that it's still an overall enjoyable listening experience. There aren't too many songs on this album that are shorter than around the 7-minute mark or so. But to be honest, the best material on this album comes from the longer songs. If you're into prog, you're probably not surprised by that. But if you're not into prog, then you might be. I keep talking like I'm the biggest prog fan that there is, but I'm not. I'm not even the biggest Between the Buried and Me fan. I already mentioned that I don't know everything by them. I know some of their material, I don't know all of it though. But I can say that I do enjoy quite a few prog bands, and I enjoy a good bit of material from Between the Buried and Me. And songs like The Coma Machine, King Redeem, Queen Serene, and Turn on the Darkness on this album are epic works of art from beginning to end. I love the quality instrumentation on all of these songs and other songs in the album as well, like Memory Palace, which is the longest song on the album, by the way, almost 10 minutes long. And the vocal work on this album is also incredible. And the songwriting is fantastic as well. There really aren't too many negative things I can say about this album. It has fantastic flow as well, I didn't mention that. And nice continuity. But, as I said, it does have a few dull moments sprinkled in here and there. But, like I said before, it's an overall enjoyable listening experience. And I feel as though that this album takes me on a musical journey, and that's a very cool thing. It happens a bit when I listen to prog, but the effect never really wears off on me. Bottom line, I guarantee you'll enjoy this album. If you're not into prog, check it out anyway. You might like it. Favorites in the album are Node, The Coma Machine, King Redeem, Queen Serene, Turn on the Darkness, Memory Palace, and Life in Velvet. Overall, the album gets a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's up there. Possibly an album of the year candidate. It might be on the top 10, but I don't know. I enjoy a lot of albums this year. What did you guys think of the album? Do you like it? Do you hate it? And since I've talked about it so much, what are your thoughts on prog? Prog rock, prog metal, anything of the sort? Let me know. My social media stuff is down there. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Tumblr, ask me questions on AskFM, all that stuff. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe for new content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. That Album Reviewer Guy signing off.